I don't know, man. Who is Prester John? It could be you. That's a good series, man, and we're getting back to it. And if you wanted to ask me who Prester John is, he's the priest king. And we know that Prester John is a title. So there's many priest kings, there's many Prester Johns. It's a lineage. Prester John is the Davidic Israelite, lineage that's been hidden from you, that's been taken away from you. Most people don't know or can't connect, themselves to lineage because certain anchors have been taken away. And I think Prester John is one of those anchors, that you can really establish and really find some serious traces, some serious connectivity that connects back with the scriptures, with the Rechabites and the Kariots, with the Khans. Prester John's connecting the so-called Mongol Khans with the different sections and the different, sides of melanated families right here in South America, right here in Central America, Mexica, Mexico, tribes of Moses, tribes of David, northern tribes, southern tribes are all connecting through these line of priest kings. These line of priest kings that connect back to the Russes and Russia and all that. So, I don't know. Who's Prester John? He's a dope dude. He's a dope dude. To have the Garden of Eden on lock, how many baths has he taken in the Fountain of Youth? He said, I think at least 6 times, and every time he goes back to the age of, 32? So who's Prester John? It could be you. We can't conceive right now, of taking a bath in no holy water and turning back into living water, turning back into 32 years old. That's amazing, right? So that's beyond what's been told is possible to you. So you have a barrier of, when you even think about that, that sounds like a myth. Because they've trained you well. They've trained you well to think that life and living water and moving water is a myth. You read that you will return one day, but you still don't know who you are. The Mayans and the Quiches say that the Mayan, they seed is going to wake up and return again. And you still don't know who you are. You still think it's necessary to, walk and jive with something around you just because it's around you. You want a title. Look, man. The minute you start claiming titles, is always going to be a step in the wrong direction. Because these are titles you don't own. These are titles that are not yours. These are titles that your ancestors didn't even call themselves. I would never be proud of being called an Indian because my people's Prester John wasn't even proud of being called Prester John. He didn't even call himself Prester John. And he damn sure didn't call himself an Indian. So we're just tearing down the titles. We're seeing through the smoke screen. We're cutting through the frequency. When you do that, a lot of people are gonna, get a little shook. It's just that fear of the unsettlement. We all want to be settled so quickly that we, just root down in anything that, seems like it can be a step ahead. But you gotta be rooted in the creator only. That Hawa frequency, that hey ya frequency, man. It's truly cutting edge, man. You gotta tap into it. It's nothing religious about loving the energy that shapes the world around you, that shapes the universe around you, that shapes your inner essence, the life force, the breath that is your source. That's all you're talking about, is appreciating your source. Yeah, they can bottle it up in this religion and that religion and that religion, but they can never hijack being connected to your source, your power, your Hawa, your existence. There's nothing religious about existence. There's nothing religious about Hawa. Existing is all you're trying to say. Isn't that what you're trying to get a status for, so you can say I exist? Look here, I'm this title now. Did your ancestors call you that? No. But I'm proud of being called that because I'm not called this, so I'll take that. And hey, I'm somebody now. I'm something now. Now I'm free. And the Creator's just looking at you, say, so being born free wasn't enough. Now you're just a homeborn slave, happy to, claim something that they say is okay, something that they say is accurate, you know what I mean? So we're all vibing, man. Who is Prester John? Prester John's someone that ain't gonna stand in line and check off no box and tell you who he is. Prester John's someone that's gonna tell you exactly who he is in your face bone, tell you his tribe exists and his creator exists, show you the Garden of Eden, give you a nice tour, and if you are blessed, you can take a dip in the water and be 32 again, and that's just the birthright you have. But if you stop looking for it, if you stop acknowledging it, if you stop acknowledging your existence and you need another existence, you need another status outside of your natural existence. What is a status? A status is existence. To exist is a status. When you exist, you're in a status of existing. Hawa is in a status of existing. That is our connection. That is our existence. Do you want to put a name on that? Well, it better be a name that is in existence, an existing name, not a name that was created and put in a framework and a structure. It's all, when Thoth came out with all this writing, and Thoth said, man, let me give these people writing. Well, inside of these writings are these frequencies and these traps, man. They're like little barriers, and you get into a frequency and a language barrier. Now you say Indian. Before writing, that wouldn't even come in your mind. Before writing in English, that damn sure wouldn't come in your mind. And now you want to, be a part of that creation. But you didn't create that word Indian. I mean, I wish they had a box to check that just said pure water. But I wouldn't even check that box that said pure water if it was written in English. It would have to say pure water in Hebrew, and I'll say, yep, that's who I am. But I still wouldn't sign up with these motherfuckers. So I love y'all, man. And just know that we exist. Who is Prester John? Prester John is the real thing. Prester John is the real thing. And when you're the real thing, you need no other validation. You know what I'm saying? From no other gang. Because that's who these people are. Anybody that invades you, takes your gold, tells you come from another land, you know what I'm saying, crucify you over and over again, then give you a story about crucifixion when you're being crucified. Your women are being hung upside down, poured all kinds of toxins into them while they're hanging upside down. That's crucifixion. You know what I'm saying? You read the Book of Maccabees and you read about the family that didn't eat the swine, and this mother's watching her sons be put in frying pans for the entertainment of these. You know what I'm saying? Woo! That's crucifixion. Who is Prester John, man? Prester John is the flow. You know what I'm saying? Prester John is the flow. And one day we'll have our flow back. One day the flow will be in us and with us, and whether it's a mental barrier that you got, whether it's a spiritual barrier, whether it's an emotional barrier, something's making you mad and chaotic and you just want to destroy something, or you just want to destroy somebody, man, please don't let yourself be hijacked. Please value yourself, value your purpose, value the design you are better than to be going to war against your brothers or your sisters when you already are at war. Don't declare a war within a war. So I should take time out of this war to do this war. And then this war is this war. We have to choose our wars, and we got to choose up. Pick your battles and pick your fights. Because anything that distracts the children is a fight against the Creator. You'll never be able to look the Creator eye to eye, causing static with your brothers and sisters out of nowhere. Pure chaos. Who is Prester John? Who is King David? It represents the covenant. Prester John represents the covenant that was never extinguished. the fire that can never be quenched, the reminder, the energy. So that Rudolph Sanders called him, Morano Sanders called him in the Lost Tribes of Promised Lands, the last noble image of the Negro, the last noble image of the so-called Negro. And you're reading about him, we're reading about him in the 12th century, 13th century, 14th century, and you're thinking, oh, the Israelites left Jerusalem over there in 70 AD. So you see what happens is that you're so disconnected from 70 AD that got to be a myth. They put King David in the BCs, create a new timeline, a new chronology, man, left it for the manco, create a whole new, fractured wave. They give you drop, but it's in different timelines. They give you drop, but under different names. And they create a timeline and call it BC, before the hijack. Before hijack, after hijack. So now you're thinking King David, something, 100 BC, 700 BC. 1200s, man, 1300s, that hits closer to home, right? And if the stories are correct that we're reading, that Genghis Khan came over here and, had beef with his own either foster uncle or full-blooded uncle, but he came to take over this family of Khans here as he represented another family of Khans, and we're only talking about Ame'ricans. Then the takeover is real, man. And it happened with a melanated takeover first. And from that point on, we got what we got, So I love you, man. I love all y'all, all my family, man, that's been surfing the wave, man, on all the social media sites, man, but, mainly in real life, man, you know what I'm saying? Those that have been holding me down, man, in the gutter and in the trenches. Those that have been keeping me hijack free, you know what I'm saying? And, staying in the wall of protection, man. From the get-go, man, from the root, all my turf warriors, street fam, you know who you are. I love y'all, man, and without y'all, I'm nothing, man, and you know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. So, love to all y'all, man, that's in the trenches. Just know that, drop is with you, man, and that the Most High is with you more than anything, man. The pure water is with you more than anything. Man, if you know my life, man, you know what I'm saying, just know, man, I made it out of, so much static, and I'm just giving it back to you, man, and so is all the other brothers and sisters out there. We all made it through so much static, man. So we don't get scared off very easily. You know what I mean? This ain't no gimmick, and it ain't no damn game. We play by a certain set of rules, man. And the main thing you need to know is the rules we play by is no killing, no stealing, right? Honoring your father and mother, resting, having your rest day and your vibration, and not bearing false witness against your family, man. Not coveting your family, man. Ain't no point of being envious or jealous and feeling none of that when you are secure in your design. The Creator has designed. It's all the same quilt. It's all the same blanket, just different threads. All the same hair, just different dreads. You feel me? But every lock gotta be its own thing. I mean, there's a necessary separation, and then there's an unnecessary one. You know what I'm saying? When you just, are just cutting off locks, that's unnecessary. You're just cutting off locks. But for a lock to be separated from another lock is natural. So flow with your design, flow with your tribal remembrance, you know what I'm saying? Your tribal vibration. And just know that our Creator has never, ever, ever, left us in the dust. We've always had a messenger. We've always had a Mashiach. We've always had, those that are just sounding that trumpet, man, sounding that shofar, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom to the family. Let every day feel restful. Redeem, 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 man. And Choose Up Village, here we come. And it's just a great building start, a great building block. We have our eyes set on such a great perspective together, man. And again, love to Isaac, man, for tuning up all these great albums. We're just going to start just keep dishing them out, man. And can't wait to get all the independent artists involved with this 432 and this frequency, man, and just pure water, just, then you're really giving something, man. If you're a musician and you're doing your music, man, and you research it for yourself, man, and you put it in a healthy vibration, that frequency, man, that 432, you're really giving your people something, man. I mean, other than your creativity of your production, your beats, your music, your musicianship, you know what I'm saying, your vocals. Other than all that, you're giving them a frequency, and that's really what you are. I mean, now you're getting back to the essence of who you are. So come in a peaceful frequency and be accepted in peace. When you present yourself in a peaceful frequency. You know what I'm saying? And the water is real. You know what I'm saying? So swim in the wave, know it surrounds you. I love y'all today. I love y'all tomorrow, man. And just thank you for continuing to build with me, build with my fan band. And we're doing this, man. We're doing this for you, man. We're doing this for the wood. We're doing this for the city. We're doing this for LA. We're doing this for Wisconsin, man. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this for all the family, man, throughout the plane, man, from plane to plane. The family out in Georgia and Alabama. Love to all the family in DC. All our sisters going through it, man. All our families going through it. Still getting lynched. Still getting kidnapped. They ain't never stopped doing this to the Indian, right? They ain't never stopped doing it to the so-called Negro, to the Hebrew, right? To the creative seed. This abstract, you know what I'm saying, chaotic, static has always been. But you've always been. Your order is your order. And when you remember your order, man, we all free. When you remember you free me, you give me the drive. I know very little, but I learned so much from y'all. I've learned so much from y'all, so love to y'all on a beautiful day, man. Beautiful day, man. You know, I don't see too many, trails, but I know they're there, man. I know they're there, man. Thank y'all for digging on that drop. Love to rah-rah, man. Love to D. Will and Political Mike and Silas, man, for kicking off the drop radio. And I just have to bring it back home because that's where we're going. That's where we're going, man. So love to y'all, man. Get that static out your way. Chaos, hijack free. We digging on it, man. And appreciate y'all, man, from the bottom. And look out, man. Love to Paco, man. Keep dropping it, man. Love to teach. Love to the fam, man. I mean, everyone is in a position right now that it's all about that next step. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when the Most High presents that step, you take it. When the Most High presents that next step, you take it because the Most High is always ahead of you. There's always a footstep ahead of you. So look for that footstep. Look for that footprint. You'll find it within your heart. You'll find it within your ruach. And I'm here for you, Drop Nation. Love to y'all, man. Keep vibrating up. Power up, baby.